to Skully's Longbox, the pod, number 3, the insurgents.
Do
you want to do that intro again, or you just roll with that?
That's fine.
Okay. We're going to do any introductions this time?
I'm Josh.
I'm Teddy.
I'm Cooper. And, of course, Tyler is in the background playing Monster Hunter. Say banana, Tyler.
Banana.
There you go.
You missed your opportunity, Tyler.
For what?
Should have said banana Tyler.
But
It's a stupid joke, Teddy.
You know what?
that was bad, and you should feel bad.
I do not feel bad.
I don't know why, but I thought you called him... I didn't think his name was Teddy. When you called him Teddy, I was like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Stupid Teddy.
Alright, so Josh, what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
We haven't talked about Rebirth yet. I figured we could talk about that, see what you guys think about it.
Yeah, you'll have to explain what Rebirth is to me, because I have no earthly
You
idea.
wrote the shit out of that.
Really?
Rebirth is the semi-annual reboot of the DC universe.
Now reboot, they're pretty clean. They're pretty.
They're pretty?
They're pretty.
I'm really happy for them.
They were pretty clear on the fact that it is not a reboot. That's all the marketing for it is. It is not a reboot.
But they're calling it Rebirth.
But it is not a reboot. It really isn't.
So why are they calling it Rebirth?
Because they brought back in all the old elements from that they took away with New 52. They kept everything from New 52 and then brought back the stuff that people liked before New 52.
So it's like, sorry guys, we messed up. You like these characters and we took them away. Buy our books. We like money.
Yeah, they do. But they made all the books cheaper too.
No, that's true. They did.
They're holding the line at $2.99.
It rhymes, it must be true.
Well, that was actually their ad campaign several years ago. Hold the
line
line at $2.99. It's
I'm
kind of back again. It's not
I
official, but it. Yeah,
I saw a couple pages, and like, what's going on with the Watchmen?
They're bringing the Watchmen into the main DC universe.
See, I kind of don't want that to happen.
It's happened.
Well,
Get over it.
Well, too bad. It happened.
But they're doing it really good. Jeff Johns knows what the fuck he's doing because...
well, he's now actually the director for all of DC, isn't he?
I don't know if... I heard it was the entertainment part. I'd have to look. I think he's just over the movies and TV shows and stuff, but hell, he could be over everything. It'd be awesome.
It would be. He
knows what the fuck he's doing.
The only thing I have to against him is that he wrote for the Arkham Knight. He wrote that character specifically for that game, and it was just terrible. It really was.
I mean, it was a twist everyone saw coming, so...
Well, to be fair, they already had... The movie... I mean, not the movie. The video game universe was weird, I thought.
Jeff Johns is the new president of DC Entertainment.
Well, there you go. Thank you, Google.
So I guess he's just president of all DC. That's fine. He knows what he's doing. Because what he did is, he said that when Flash fixed everything with Flashpoint, the reason... Because he set it back the way it should have been.
Yeah.
So it, theoretically, should have fixed everything. You know, they'd probably still be like, oh, he didn't take a footstep to the left and you used like 2 paces to the right. But they said that something happened. And actually, when you think about it, what did Dr. Manhattan say he was going to go do when he went into space?
Create his own race?
Well, they said he was going to create his own race. He was going to, like, he'd be back.
No.
He's
I
like,
can't remember.
Go
I have it in there. I could actually go find it.
Get it.
I could go grab it.
Yeah, like his last lines.
Thought he said he was going to go experiment, create his own race.
I don't think race, but he was going to go play God, more or less, I think.
Oh, yeah, because...
How powerful do you think he is, like, compared to some of the current
His
DC
power
heroes?
is physics. He's as powerful as physics.
Which encompasses pretty much everything.
Yeah, so...
He's the Speed Force!
Yeah.
You could probably shut off the Speed Force,
Him and
actually.
Flash are probably the only two, like, he's probably... Like, because, like, Flash can be just stupid powerful.
He's probably the one who could shut Flash down.
Flash probably be the only one that can shut him down.
So it could be like a vice versa thing going on right there.
Probably whoever gets at it first.
It's like fire and ice in Japanese culture.
That could be what it is, because...
Was it when he originally left, or...
No, it's
at
the very end of the book.
Like, he's like, alright, I'm peacing out.
Because it was right after, it was either right before or right after he was talking to Adrian, and Adrian's like, did I do everything right in the end? And he's like, it never ends. It just keeps going.
Yeah, so let's see what we got here.
I'm leaving this galaxy for one less complicated. Ask if you're green interest in human life. Yes, I have. I think perhaps I'll create some. Goodbye, Adrian. In the end, nothing ends. Adrian, nothing ever ends. So yeah, he says he's going to go create something.
Yeah, and that was actually from the previous line there, where it's like, but yes, I understand, without conditioning or condemning, human affairs cannot be my concern. I'm leaving this galaxy for one less complicated. Yes, I think perhaps I'll create some. Is that talking about life, or is he going to create galaxies? He could do either.
He could do both.
Well, that's what he did. Is when Flash tried to fix the Flashpoint, he reached in and messed it all up and made New 52. His interference made New 52.
Oh, okay.
But no one knew about it. Until Wally, who had been gone the whole time, he was absorbed into the Speed Force, so, he couldn't do anything, but he started being able to reach out. He was using the last of his energy to reach out, and he finally made it through to Flash, and he was able to remind Flash. Like, Flash remembers everything. Like, he remembers himself dying and everything. He remembers Wally, and whoever Wally touches, he can give them their memories back. But they don't know who did it yet.
Okay.
We know as the reader that Dr. Manhattan did it, but they don't know. They just say some force changed everything, and they're building toward it.
I like how they're like basically making all of Alan Moore's writings canon. Cause
They did. They've made most of them.
they're like, all right, Alan Moore, you're a fantastic writer, but we're rebooting.
They're just crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
He really is. He's like, what, 6.5 foot tall?
He's crazy.
Yeah, there's a picture of him on the back here of Watchmen, too. It's like,
Yeah, he's got like long.
Yeah.
He looks like he just like stepped out of the mountains for like 2 months to write this and then went back.
Yep.
Well, don't forget it. He did Constantine.
Did he?
Yeah, pretty sure.
I have no idea.
I don't think he did the whole series. He might have done a couple of.
Because I know he did Swamp Thing.
Oh, yeah, I know he did Swamp
He did
Thing.
Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
He did Swamp
Pretty-
Thing. He actually did the second part of God is Dead, which is actually a pretty decent series.
Alan Moore tends to know what he's got going on. This stuff's really dark, but it's like I always compare him to. I mean, for me in my head, I compare him to Grant Morrison.
Yeah.
Grant Morrison's like the guy's like, you read his shit and you better start taking notes. And Alan Moore is like, this is gonna be sad.
I think Alan Moore takes a lot of inspiration from H.P. Lovecraft.
I think it takes a lot of inspiration from just being in just London and being sad about life.
Being sad in London about life.
No, like, and a lot of H.P. Lovecraft stories do not end happily.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt.
Like they end with a very satisfying conclusion for the reader, but they are very, very melancholy. Melancholy the right word?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Because at one point, in Call of Cthulhu, everybody dies at the end.
As they should.
Yeah.
Sequels.
Dude, all did Call of Cthulhu 2, Electric Boogaloo.
In fact, it tells you the main
Cthulhu.
character has died at the beginning of the book because, like, found amongst the papers of blah 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 blah.
Steve Johnson. I don't think that was his name.
There's Lobster Johnson.
Lobster Johnson.
That's a comic.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is he just a big lobster man?
No.
Aw.
Howard the Johnson is also Howard the Johnson.
Howard the Johnson.
Howard the
Wow,
the
that would
Johnson.
be great.
That'd be a terrifying book.
DC, I'm gonna need you to get on
6 foot
that.
tall schlong walking around. Hi, I'm Howard.
I'm Howard.
Last name Johnson.
What's your first name? Richard. I'm a private eye. So you're Dick Johnson. Yes. Now what do you need? Nothing. You have solved all my problems.
Fantastic.
But
It's
anyway,
Chinese, so it's real name.
Howard the Duck is what I was trying to say.
yeah. Howard the Duck. Classic.
Now I'm thinking of Duckman.
Duck. Oh yeah, Duckman.
Nobody knows about Duckman.
I know about Duckman.
What about Darkwing Duck?
Absolutely.
Yeah, what about, do you know? He's got a
Let's get dangerous.
Yeah. Do you know Duckman?
No. I don't
Tyler? Duckman?
No.
Zelda? Cooper?
I know
I
Duckman.
like Duckman.
You thrust your pelvis.
That was
That was
that was
Duckman.
dark.
Yeah. Oh,
Really
that
dark
show
show.
was really dark.
It's a good show though.
It was
It's
absolutely.
literally about a man that was a duck.
Yep. And
So was his family.
and his sidekick was a pig,
Yeah, he was a pig.
and they were private eyes, and
Yeah.
just like it was a failing business almost. The only person who was competent was the pig, but naturally Duckman was in charge. And the two secretaries were these weird stuffed animals.
The little bears.
Yeah,
Little
and
pink blue bear.
and they got horribly maimed every episode, I think.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
It
just
was
about.
a really good, dark, middle of the night show.
Yeah.
1 a.m. Here it comes.
That sounds like it came right after the Max.
I think it was during that time when the Max and Aeon Flux was on TV.
Yeah.
I love the Max.
Yeah, the Max was cool.
It was so weird.
Back on topic, we were talking about Rebirth. So explain what Rebirth is to me, other than you kind of gave me the context of they're bringing all of the old realities, or what is that? What's going on?
Well, it is tough to explain because they haven't fully explained it themselves. But they're still in the New 52 universe because that universe hasn't ended. But everybody's getting their memory back of like
what happened during Flashpoint and things of that
Well,
nature?
some of them are.
Okay.
Some of them haven't yet. But, like, they're Aquaman and Mira. They're together again.
Okay.
Wait, they broke up?
Well, they're, like, getting married again.
Oh, okay.
Green Arrow and Black Canary.
Uh-huh.
They're a thing again.
Okay.
Like, they finally, like, found their way back to each other. It's fixing a lot of the things that people didn't like. Like, characters didn't know each other anymore and stuff like that. How can Batman have had 4 Robins and only be, like, 20-some years old?
How are they handling Starfire and Dick Grayson?
They remember. Well, Dick does. Dick's got all his memories back. Because he
I
got touched by Wally while I touched him.
I did not like the Starfire in the
good way.
in the Red Hood and the Outlaws.
Good touch.
I liked her.
She was a whore.
I liked that.
When she was just uncaring, she was an alien, and
Yeah.
in fact
She wasn't
made it
so
to
much
where
a whore.
that was what she did. She's like, look, partners on my planet, there is no thing like that. It's like males are there to get used because the females were in charge. If I was right,
Something like that.
something along those lines.
Because they were what is it when the lady's in charge?
Oh,
monarchy.
matriarchy.
Yeah.
Because male's in charge is patriarchy. So.
Princess becomes queen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that they were like
A bitch
Matriarchy.
fest, am I right, guys?
Once again, 3 out of the 4 of us are not misogynists.
I absolutely love the new Ghostbusters movie. I feel like this is a running joke now, but I just want to say, good job.
You have to even say it.
Yeah, but nobody else knows that. Shit. I just outed myself. Well, damn.
Now,
Well,
25 people are doing it.
I liked Bridesmaids. We'll put it that way.
I like Bridesmaids.
I
too.
like Bridesmaids. It was a good movie.
Women can be funny.
Before we get
Yeah,
to
we're just gonna get slammed.
all right.
All right, so keep going on. What
Each individual opinion is not representative of everybody else.
Agreed.
We're all a group here.
Of course.
Way to contradict everything right there. We're all individuals that have our own opinions. Yeah, we're a group. Yeah. Jeez, man. Jeez.
Oh, that's like saying the Nazis didn't have their own individual feelings about things. But
Yeah.
guess what they did? They still did it.
Yeah, I know, but you were mad at Hitler.
Huh?
Hitler.
What about him?
That's who you were going after.
What are you talking about? I went after him.
Yes, you were.
No, I think
You
he's
went
doing-
back in time.
I
Don't
think
pretend that
he
this
was doing
didn't happen.
The right thing
No.
toward the wrong people.
No.
He should have went for rednecks. We need bankers. We need bankers.
Oh, Jesus, man.
You guys.
Don't bring God into this.
I didn't plan on it. Did not plan on it.
You guys want to restart this one?
No.
No, this is
This is
this is a thing that's happening now.
This is about as bad as it's gonna get.
Yep.
Gee.
Keep telling yourself that.
Give a little faith.
Oh, and here comes God.
But they're saying that there was a history before Flashpoint. They're reintroducing some of those characters. Like there's 2 Wally West now. Like there's the old pre-New 52 Wally West,
Yeah.
and there's New 52 Wally West, the like black kid. He's pretty cool. He's learning about his powers, and the other Wally West already has his powers and knows all about him because he's
Wait,
the Wally West who was the Flash, who was everything like that. It's neat.
Okay.
The old Wally West, is he more powerful now that he's been connected to the Speed Force?
So far he's just been the same because Speed Force was killing him. He was being absorbed into the Speed Force.
I know, but now that he's kind of merged with it a little bit, I was wondering if he became more powerful because of it.
He is so. Well, I could be.
Wait,
could be wrong because they haven't shown any more stuff.
If Barry is the one who generates the Speed Force, every time he runs, he was in essence killing one of his best friends every time he started running.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, there you go.
He can't control that. Speed Force is like got a mind of its own. It's the Speed Force. It's a force, like of nature,
Of
but
speed.
speed.
So, I'm still going to say that Dr. Manhattan would be a direct counter to the Speed Force. Because he's a god of physics, and Speed Force is trying to break physics.
Yeah, but I don't know. They both are so powerful. And Speed Force is like physics too. Their powers are.
It'd be a good fight to see, like, the actual Speed Force.
I really think it's whoever got the jump on who. Whoever does it first wins.
I mean, Dr. Manhattan has future sight, though.
Yeah, but it can be clouded.
Yeah, but the only one who figured that one out was Adrian.
But it could be clouded.
It took a
Flash-
lot. It took a lot to cloud it.
Yeah,
Like,
but
Adrian dedicated years of research to clouding it.
yeah, but now you got Batman.
And that plot armor is
That plot
so
armor, yeah.
thick. that he cannot see the
You
future
have to be
through
Smith
it.
level like 100 to craft Batman's plot armor.
101, thank you. You have to go back in time and start from the beginning and then go forward in time and come back. So you get the +1.
Because right now, the only two... There's like 3... Well, the Titans know about it. Not the Teen Titans, like
The
the
regular Titans, yeah.
They know about it because they've all had contact with Wally. They know what's going on. And Batman knows what's going on, and Barry knows what's going on. They're like the only ones in the loop. Superman knows something's going on because there's some random character called Mr. Oz or something like that. It's Oz. It's like OZ. He keeps popping in.
Mr. Ounce.
Mr. Ounce, I presume. He keeps popping in and talking to Superman from time to time, telling him, giving him little hints and stuff and poking around.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who are wondering who he is, and there's a lot of people speculating that it's Osmodius.
Modius could actually be one of Batman's greatest villains.
Or they could just be pals. Why does it always got to be
You
so
just-
violent?
Well, they would probably have direct conflicts with each other in their worldviews. I could see them not being like against each other on a constant, but them being so disagreeing with each other that they have these little tiffs and scuffles.
And that's what makes a great villain.
and fisticuffs.
A great villain you don't always necessarily disagree with.
Oh yeah, like Ra's al Ghul.
Like Ra's al Ghul,
Yeah.
but what he did in Watchmen, like I don't necessarily agree with that. I think he thought it was the best solution to his problem.
I agree with what he did. Well, the
Of course
only
you would,
way to
you Nazi.
unite the world is to give everybody here a common threat.
No, and I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying he found the best solution in his own world, or what he felt was the best solution in his own world. I can't think of anything better, but I'm not the world's smartest man.
Batman.
Actually, I think he probably would be smarter than Batman. And he's also not like a lot of Batman's other villains. He's because he's very calculating. By the time they got there and he fought them, he's like, why would I tell you all this if I hadn't already done it? I'm not giving you a chance to stop me. A lot of Batman's villains would like to see Batman not dead, but tormented. That's why they keep him alive. That's why his plot armor is so thick.
It's like a callus. It's built up over time. He's got such callousy plot armor. I don't know, but I never thought of him as Osmodius as a bad guy ever once.
Well, that's not necessarily. He's an anti-hero.
He's not a bad. He's not. He's the main good guy of that story. He did what he did for the greater good.
I mean, the road to hell's paved with good intentions.
It is true.
It is, but guess what? He fixed it. At the end of the book, everybody's afraid. It's a good ending to my opinion.
Your opinions are weird.
Well, I really do think that he did the right thing, and I do not think he was a bad guy. He had to sacrifice lives again for the greater good. The greater good, like you said, there's always sacrifices there.
Hey, you
But
want to make it out, you got to break a few
But
wings.
that's the point, though. He has something you can't agree with, and Batman also has something you can agree with, but they're both in direct conflict with each other. Like their ideologies are completely separate from each other.
I don't know. Given the same situation, I don't know what Batman would do. If he was in that universe when all that was going down, I'm not sure what he would do. Owlman is like comparison and everything, but I don't think. I mean, yeah, Batman's
I think Rorschach would be a closer comparison to Batman than Owlman.
But Owlman was definitely the Batman of that.
Well, yeah, but Rorschach I think would be closer to the black and white morals.
Oh yeah.
The combination of those two together when they were
Yes.
running around
Yeah.
together
Was Batman.
was Batman. Yeah.
But it's like I don't know that Batman would 100% disagree with him because Batman does like he's keeping this a secret. He's keeping the fact that Rebirth has happened and happening, all that. He's keeping all of that from the rest of the Justice League. He's not telling.
Okay.
Only him and Flash and the Titans know. Because he said, let's look into this a little bit more before we bring it to everybody else's attention. He wants to know. He wants to know if this is a good thing, if it's a bad thing. There's
Pros and cons.
I can't say that he wouldn't make a similar decision, given...
He has never
That
killed.
opportunity.
That is the one thing Batman does.
I don't know if you've seen Batman v Superman, but he kills a lot of people.
That is the cinematic universe and the comic universe, two different fucking things.
I know.
Like, I would have much preferred them do the Thomas Wayne thing, but they didn't do that.
I don't know.
Like I said,
It would be... I didn't say it would be the exact. I said it would be a similar. He would figure out something. Because, I mean, think about it. What did Osmodius do? He scared the entire world into believing that they had a greater threat to worry about. Batman's greatest tool is fear. I can't say that he wouldn't make a very similar decision.
I could imagine him in a similar situation where he would actually use like a lesser version of Scarecrow's fear toxins, put it on the city. Oh, the aliens just have this ray or whatever.
Probably. probably would be something like that. Give
Yeah.
everybody a low dose of fear toxin. And it's like, the rest of the Justice League is after him. He's like, no. It's for the greater good. If everybody's afraid, then they'll calm down and we can all figure out this bigger threat together instead of everybody fighting amongst themselves. I don't know that that's true, but, I mean, again, that's his thing. He dresses like a giant bat to scare people.
Which by now, I'm sure the novelty is worn off.
No, they're still afraid of him. Like,
Well, I mean, I'm sure they're afraid of him, but the fact that he's dressed like a giant bat, he could probably dress however the hell he wants.
Oh, yeah.
They would still be afraid of him.
Oh, yeah. But he's like a symbol at this point. You see that cape and cowl, and you're like, I'm going to get my ass handed to me.
No.
He's ruthless. He will beat the shit out of you.
It's either Batman or the Man-Bat, and I don't want either of this.
Oh, man, Man-Bat's pretty cool.
I don't know.
I like the Man-Bat in the Gods and Monsters universe.
I still never watched that.
I ain't seen it either.
I heard good.
Yeah,
I saw the little mini.
Yeah, I saw the
guys,
mini clips for
yeah.
it.
So.
Yeah, but Dr. Kurt, he's such a badass in that movie.
This Rebirth, as much as as disappointed as I am with what Marvel's doing, I am super excited about what DC's doing. All the stuff they're doing just seems on point. All the books are great so far. It's been great.
I'd like to make a note that Josh is indeed a DC fanboy.
I do buy Marvel, though. It is definitely whittling down because I don't know what they're doing. I do not know what Marvel's doing right now. I really don't. Some of the choices they're making, it's weird. Like, they're getting rid of Amazing Spider-Man again.
To do the
Amazing Spider-Man, Renew Your Vows.
Oh yeah. The
And
one
then
where it's like Mary Jane and their kid.
The other one's the Clone Conspiracies. It's like, I don't know. Okay.
Josh.
If I broke them down, I feel like Marvel says, fuck all of the old fans. We're looking for new blood. They've got a lot of young characters. They've got a bunch of stuff like that.
Well, I like that they got a few young characters, especially with like more.
They got a lot of young characters now.
I know, but like back when they started all this, I was actually a little excited for the younger characters because a lot of their old characters were like the new Captain Marvel, with the little teenage girl.
Yeah.
Was she like Arabic or something?
Lord have mercy, I can't tell you. But she's on the cover there for the previews.
But yeah, no, they took
She's
away.
Muslim, I think.
She's Muslim. All right. But they took away a lot of the over-sexualized characters and replaced them with younger versions who were much more conservatively dressed.
Yeah.
And not getting into this whole conservatively dressed argument because I think the old characters were all right, but this kind of gives it the whole, look, we're not trying to sexualize characters, it's just how artists have drawn for years and years, and we're trying to change this to be more family appropriate now that kids are reading again.
But I feel like they're making their books targeted young kids. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Like I mean, not even necessarily young kids. I feel like Marvel is looking for new blood, where DC's like, fuck it, we're going to get everybody who likes all of our old stuff. Anybody that's looking for new stuff, we've got that too. DC's hitting old, Marvel's hitting young, is how I feel about it.
Which makes sense, considering the Marvel Cinematic Universe is doing so well. Families go and watch the new Avengers and Civil War, and, they're kind of trying to branch that out. I mean, Marvel was a sinking ship before this. I mean, even when the actual Civil War happened in the books, that was like their biggest draw for a long time. They tried to spread that out as much as they possibly could. It was still good, but it obviously didn't save them. So the fact that their cinematic universe is doing so well and they're bringing in so many younger people, it makes sense that they actually want to try to bring in, like, hey, look at our comics now too, because it's what you want to see. It's like it's what these kids want to read. They want to see the Johnny Cho new Hulk.
Actually, that's the one I'm most disappointed about.
I know. But they're not targeting
it's not
us.
Frank Cho. I kept thinking about it. It's
I know. I threw out Johnny Cho because Johnny was the name that popped in my head.
It's like Amadeus.
Amadeus.
Like Amadeus Cho, I think it's.
Is it Falco?
Falco.
Amadeus. Amadeus.
Amadeus.
Amadeus. Amadeus. Amadeus. Amadeus. Amadeus. Oh, Amadeus. Come on, Amadeus.
Amadeus Cho.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go. Amadeus Cho.
Frank Cho is the artist who keeps getting all the shit for drawing sexy pictures.
Oh, sexy pictures?
He does variant covers mostly, and he draws
all right,
women characters very
that's
sexy.
That Supergirl poster I take issue with, not because I don't take issue with it because I take issue with people who took issues with it. Because it was literally just a redraw of Spider-Man doing that exact same pose on one of the very early Spider-Man covers.
The Supergirl?
No,
Spider-Girl.
Spider-Woman.
Okay.
Spider-Woman.
No,
Sorry.
yeah,
It's literally just there was a Spider-Man.
No.
Cover.
He did that one he did that exact same pose with Wonder Woman too.
Did he?
Yeah. And she's like, "What the hell am I doing?" And it's got like Batman popping in or something. It's like, "What the hell are you doing?" She's like, "I don't know."
Have they done anything with Huntress?
Is she dating the Question again?
She's back on the Birds of Prey.
Oh, okay.
But it's not Huntress from Earth 2.
Right.
It's Huntress. Okay, so you remember when Dick was a spy?
Yeah.
Okay, his boss, Helena.
Yeah.
She's Huntress.
Oh, okay. All right. That was Spiral, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, she's all fucked up now because she's got like a lot happened at the end of Grayson. It was pretty neat because it was like just the abridged version. All of Spiral was just a plan to get the leader of Spiral a new body.
Okay.
And he was going to take over one of his two daughters. Because he had two daughters. And instead, he decided to go after Helena to trick Dick. Because he wanted Dick's body.
Oh, okay.
Because he's like, Dick Grayson.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, man.
So they went through all this. There was this big, like, mental fight between the three of them. And now, like, Helena's got... She's having a hard time figuring out, like, what's her memories and what's Dick's memories. And she struggles. And if Dick walks away, like, yeah. Because he knows what's up.
Right.
Because he's awesome as Dick. But,
you love that Dick, don't you?
I do. He's up there. He's definitely like
the Flying D.
I love him. He's so good. I love his character. Happy Batman.
Happy Batman.
It really is a great character.
What would Batman be if he wasn't so grouchy?
Dick Grayson.
Well, if you learn to let go, and
yeah, let go, and
because that's pretty much what.
That's the difference between them.
Yeah, it's like he's like
both their parents were killed, and the biggest thing is Dick let go.
Yeah.
No
well, because he had that opportunity to exact vengeance, and he was just like, it's fine.
Yeah.
So.
Definitely. I don't know. I hate to say I like him better than Batman, but love Nightwing.
Okay.
And then Nightwing's back in his old blue.
That's
back
nice.
in blue.
Back in blue.
How did Agent Grayson do?
I don't know how it did sales-wise, but I thought it was a really good book. I mean, it was different. Just like he had a gun, but he threw it at people most of the time.
I got a whole clip in this. Do you want to get hit?
Yeah. And he always had a gun with him, and he never really shot. It was like one of those, like, he used it to, like, oh, no, there's a box above that guy. I'll shoot the rope out and it'll fall on him. Or, like, oh, there's a pole, and he'll throw him and wing it back into their head.
So, he's still Dick Grayson.
Oh, yeah, he did not kill. He didn't shoot people. He would shoot things. And, I mean, I liked it. I thought it was a really neat thing because his camouflage started failing him because if you looked at him, you couldn't recognize his face because of the implants into his eyes and everything. Yeah. But what always gave him away was his ass. That was the best. Like everybody always knew that it was him because of that ass. When Midnighter did it, he's like, I might not know what your face looks like, but I'll never forget that ass.
Dick Grayson does have fantastic man ass.
And then
overly sexualized Dick Grayson.
I thought that was just hilarious. I like Midnighter too. Midnighter's cool. Midnighter's beast.
How beastly is he? Very? Okay.
I mean, he's a monster.
Okay.
He beats people bad. Alright, let's put it like this. He can take it from Apollo.
Oh.
Apollo's his boyfriend.
Oh, okay. Damn.
He can take it from Superman level character.
That's pretty impressive.
He can dish it out. He is strong.
He's a power top.
Wait, how do you know Apollo's top?
I'm not saying he is, but I feel like, Superman level character, if he wants to be on top, he's like, gonna get on top.
Well, what if he wants to be catcher?
Let's see. In their relationship,
Probably wouldn't do anything for him.
I don't know. I feel like Midnighter would be the more romantic one. I feel like Apollo would. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, he'd probably switch.
Yeah,
Out.
just trade off one night. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just switch time. Switch. Chinese fire drill.
It was like during Batman and Robin Eternal, they were going around and they were all fighting. All the children in the world were being infected, but there's a lot of shit going on.
Okay.
All the kids under a certain age were like berserk, trying to kill everybody, and all these like super elite assassins and everything, like they were all fighting. You know, Dick would fight like 5 or 6 of them, no problem. Some of the other people would fight a handful of them. They were getting kind of messed up and everything. They dropped Midnighter in, and he cracked his knuckles, and then when they came back to him, he had beat like 100 people.
Jeez.
He'll beat children. He don't care. Midnighter. I like Midnighter. He's a boss.
Child beating boss.
I like Midnighter. You should look into it. It's cool.
I was actually just doing that right now.
It is. He's cool. Are you trying to figure out if he's on top or bottom? Or are you just looking into his character as a whole?
I was looking into his character as a whole. I don't think they've actually published that information. I'm back on Reddit now.
No, you figured out by their personalities. Apollo's always kind of, I feel like he's emotionless. I don't know. He talks. I don't know. I don't know as much about Apollo.
Okay.
He, you know, but I like Midnight.
Okay.
Especially his interactions with Dick. They were always so good. Dadass.
Dadass Grayson.
Just not enough people know in the universe that it's going on yet, but they're slowly starting to figure out that the rebirth thing has happened. It's been really good. Like Aquaman started trying to do a
Get the band back together and start playing again.
I'm trying to word it. An embassy. There we go. An embassy.
Oh, so he's trying to get like, let's reach out a little bit.
Yeah, he got some,
Instead of being like, this is the sea, I belong here, stay out of the sea.
Yeah, he's trying, but of course Black Man came in and blew it up. Then America reacted by like, oh, it's terrorist attack. And they took it back from him. Build a wall.
Make the Mariners pay for it.
Well, everybody was still really on edge from the whole, Throne of Atlantis storyline where any city near water was like completely destroyed.
Wow.
This was an Atlantean civil war, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
It was the Submariner was like, I'm king, and it's time to destroy the land.
Okay.
And there's a lot of people that are like, they don't see it as Aquaman tried to save him. They see him as Atlantis tried to kill us all. So there's still a lot of tension there. And then the day the embassy opens, terrorist attack. They're like, So it's pretty cool. Aquaman's doing like kind of the political thing right now, but it's really neat. I like it so far. And Nightwing's great.
You just love Nightwing.
Batman, the art for Batman's really good. It's got David Finch on it, so it's really good. It's got Tom King writing, so I'm enjoying it pretty good. I like it.
Okay.
Green Arrow's been great. I mean, really, I haven't found... The only DC book that I'm actually worried about is Red Hood.
What are they doing with Red Hood?
Well, he's going back to like Red Hood and the Outlaws, but his Outlaws are Bizarro Superman.
Okay.
And like an Amazonian.
Just a random Amazonian?
I'm not sure who it is yet. I got the book. I haven't read it yet.
I didn't really like the old Red Hood and the Outlaws. So
I
loved
love that. Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
It didn't connect with me.
I figure it was probably Starfire's character that really didn't for you, but I was fine with it.
I
That
did like
didn't
the
bother me.
Starfire solo series though.
I don't think I ever saw that.
You did or didn't like it?
I did like it.
You know who did that? It's the same people who did Harley Quinn.
Is it?
Yeah. Amanda. Whatever her name is. Yeah. Harley Quinn's
I feel
really good.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn's really good. The Rebirth Deathstroke comes out next week? Next week or the week after that. I'm really excited to see that.
Okay.
That might be interesting.
I think it's going to be good because they've set it up. The last I heard description-wise of it was instead of him being just go through, bulldoze everything, like he normally does, they said we're going to make him deal with the consequences of war. So it sounds like it's going to be a lot more, a more thinky book.
See, you took my excitement and you lowered it a bit now.
No, he's still going to be like killing people, but they've never really shown how he feels about the stuff that he does.
I don't want to know how he feels about the stuff.
I do. You gotta get some thinkies in there every now and then, because he is a father.
This is going back to the whole Star Wars thing, though. Like, I like Darth Vader. I like Darth Vader as Darth Vader. I don't want to see him when he's a little kid. I want to see him as Darth Vader.
Well, Deathstroke's still a badass womple stomper, beat somebody to death.
Words.
like he's still a badass, but I do kind of wonder like how it gets to him, because like I said, he is a father, and his daughter is following in his footsteps, just like right on his heels.
Everyone has kids these days.
He's had kids forever.
I didn't know.
Like, ever.
Look,
He's had kids so long.
they're now adults and have had their own kids.
I don't think any of his kids have had.
No time. Mercenary business.
Well, yeah, because Rose is straight up like, she's Ravager now. She's been like 2 Ravengers. You know, the one son that died, he's had like 3 kids. The oldest son died being Ravager. Then his daughter took that over. And then he's got a son named Jericho who is like Phoenix Gray level mind blow powers. So he's pretty neat. But right now they've got a blood debt with Ra's al Ghul, so excited to see how that plays out. That'll be, I mean, that issue just came out. I gotta read it. But yeah, because he told him like Ra's al Ghul said, "Hey, if I help you out of this, you're working for the League." He's like, "Okay." And then Ra's al Ghul was like, because he asked him, he's like, "Hey, Deathstroke, I need an heir. You gonna be the next Ra's al Ghul?" And he's like, "Nah." He's like, "Then one of your kids." And he's like, "No." But you know, he got indebted to him, and now he's like, "Yeah," like hands on both kids. Like, which one do I like better?
Oh, okay. Who am I gonna barter off? All right.
And so that's pretty much pissed off Deathstroke. So it looks like they're gonna fight. I don't know what's gonna happen there, but it was pretty cool.
No, he'll kill Raish like 4 times. Raish keeps coming back.
That's like 2 characters that can't be killed.
Yeah.
Because at the beginning of the book, they really showed you like Deathstroke heals like slower than Wolverine.
Yeah.
But he can still like he will heal from it. Because near the beginning of this series, he straight got his head blown off. But he
just slowed him down, made him mad.
I mean, it took him. I think it took him like a couple weeks, but he healed. Like,
Okay.
he came back.
Like, if it blows your head off, I know in the comic books, obviously everything's hunky dory, but if it blows your head off and it regrows, would you still have the old memories, or would they be?
Well, there's some stuff that went on, and they haven't fully explained it. But he's young now.
That sounds like most of DC.
They explain a lot of things, but this one, they may have. I'll have to go back and read it. But he struggled. He struggled a lot when he got younger because he you know, he's used to fighting a certain way because he's older. You know, he's got aches and pains, so he knows how to swing and, you know, not hurt himself and stuff. But now he's young. He's stronger than he was. But, you know, it's like you try to pick up something you think's a lot heavier than it is. You look like an idiot.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of that. And he also got his other eye back. So imagine going from being able to shoot people, snipe them when you only have one eye, to trying to do it with 2 eyes.
You close one.
Well, I mean, he still wore his mask, which had the one blotted out, but he still struggled with it. But he sacrificed it to the gods. Because there was a storyline where he was fighting the gods because he was a god slayer. And
why not?
They said you have to sacrifice one of your kids. Like, you got to give us one of your kids, appease the gods. And he's like, if you want blood, I'll give you blood. He cut out his own eye, gave it to him. And they're like, that'll work. Little did they know, he's like, I work better this way.
This is better for me. This works for everyone.
But since apparently it was like a god weapon, or it was like a sacrifice thing, like he didn't heal it. It hasn't healed. He didn't get that eye back.
I get that works just fine for him, I guess. They didn't want it anyway.
Yeah, he's got that back.
He's cooler with an eye patch anyway.
I agree. Okay, well, anything else in Rebirth that's super significant or making a big wave in the comic world?
Well, probably the biggest thing is, you know, Superman died.
The New 52 Superman died.
Yeah, so the
Pre-crisis?
post-crisis Superman had to come out of hiding, who's been in this universe for a little while now. He had to come out of hiding and take over the role of Superman. He didn't want to.
And his kid's now Superboy.
No,
No?
he's not Superboy.
I thought he was.
No, he's just John.
I thought his kid was starting to get powers.
No, his kid is developing powers, but his powers, like, right now they're struggling with trying to figure out what's wrong with his invulnerability.
Is he not invulnerable?
Sometimes.
No.
Like, he was invulnerable during this big fight that they were in, but then he fell out of a tree and, like, gave himself a concussion. And they're trying to figure out what's going on, because they're like, Superman was starting to take him, try to train him with his powers. He's like, I can't, if we're flying and all of a sudden you drop out of the sky, what am I supposed to do if I'm fighting something at that particular second? So
yeah. Well, actually, I wonder like this, right? Superman, like, kryptonite, you know, is Superman's only weakness. Kryptonite is pieces of Krypton that have blown this way, right?
Right.
His son is both kryptonite and human. So what if Earth...
Kryptonian.
What?
Kryptonian.
Kryptonian. And Earthican. What if Earth is partially kryptonite to him?
Nah.
You say that, but they still haven't figured it out either.
Nah, I don't. It's they did a bioscan on him, and what they pretty much determined was it's where he's half human. They're not sure which way he's going to grow. Like, are you going to look more like your mom? Or are you going to look more like your dad?
You know, it's a comic book, so obviously he's going to be like Superman eventually.
I hope they keep him kind of flawed. I like it. I like it so far, him being kind of flawed. Because when that Super Sons book comes out, I can't wait.
Him and Damian?
Yes. I think that's going to be so good just because, Damian's a smart ass, so he's going to be mouthing off all the time. And,
I assume since Superman's boy has had that country raisin.
They tried to keep him, hidden in a normal life, but, his powers and everything. But right now in action, they're straight up fighting this universe's Doomsday. So it's really interesting. Which, Doomsday was dead, but now he's not, so nobody knows what's going on.
Anti-life equation. Okay.
There's a Clark Kent, too, who's not Superman. Like, there's some kind of shit going on that don't know anything about action right now. It's really good, but it's like, action's living up to its name. Very much. Every issue's a lot of fighting. It's really good. Like, Superman, like Lex Luthor's Superman. Superman is Superman. There's a Clark Kent that's not Superman.
And there's also that Chinese Superman.
Well, he's like artificial powers Superman. There may be like a Chinese Justice League in the works. Because they could just copy anybody's powers they want and just implant them into a person and give them their powers.
So if you copy someone's powers, do they also get their weaknesses?
I have no idea. I actually am
you
not
could,
reading that book. I will probably get that one in trades.
Because if you could eliminate the weakness of Superman, you basically have an all-powerful being.
Yeah.
Like with no kryptonite to slow him down.
Yeah, but then you still gotta kind of wonder because what kryptonite does is it makes it so his cells
Degenerate.
Well, they start absorbing the Kryptonian radiation, so they fill with that instead of sunlight, like our yellow sun.
Okay.
Yellow sun, he's like, think of a plant.
Yeah.
He gets stronger when he's in a yellow sun. He gets weaker when he's in a red sun. Well, red sun's kind of crazy, but yeah. But it replaces the energy in his cells. So if they were to eliminate that, really hard because that kind of eliminates his cells' ability to absorb energy.
What if they made it only receptive to sunlight, though?
Maybe. There'd be some hardcore scientific work considering there's, 2 Kryptonians. Maybe if they kidnapped his son, they could do it because they could figure it out that way. But other than that, they've got to worry about, we've got Supergirl, we've got Superman. That's their options.
They're also coming out with the Superwoman book, too, aren't they?
Yeah. It looks like that's Lois Lane, but it looks like it's New 52 Lois Lane, so I'm not sure what happens there. So
We'll see about that.
I don't know that I'm gonna pick that up, but I'll check it out. But I can't wait to see Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad movie coming out pretty soon.
Is that the 5th?
5th of August.
The 5th of August? Yeah.
That's a Friday, right?
That's this coming Friday.
It's Code Friday.
So that'll probably be next week's episode, is reviewing Suicide Squad.
Yeah, we'll probably be talking a lot about it. Try to go spoiler-free if we can.
No.
Yeah, okay.
We'll have to do spoilers.
Fine, we'll just spoiler post and all that crap. All right, but...
if anybody listens to it.
Yeah.
When it's called, Suicide Squad movie review, and they listen to it, and it's like, oh my god!
Oh
my
god! Oh jeez!
I wasn't expecting it to be 5 stars.
5 star. I really enjoyed it and ended. Whole couple of seconds. Intro, outro. Done.
I think it'll be good.
It'll be good. Hopefully. I'm looking forward to it.
That sex scene was top notch with Boomerang and his boomerang.
With his boomerangs.
Just
angled
it right in there.
Turns out it does come back.
Fantastic. All right, well.
And on that note.
Yeah, on that note, I think we're going to call this an episode.
No.
No?
No.
No?
Oh, God, no.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God, no. No. Yes.